My journaling ecosystem, I have just learned what this term was today and didn't realize that I actually have a little system going on. So I wanted to take you through it, inspire you with your journaling process perhaps. Mine is so simple and easy. I like to keep it simple and easy because then I actually keep up with it. Let's go get my tea. I just got a new kind of tea and I really want to try it. That's good. I just got a flip phone and I made her so I don't want to get demonetized. How cute is she? So I've been documenting my life with my flip phone lately and that video will be up soon. Probably be my new filming spot. I'll probably put... I wanted to cover this outlet. Alright, the new filming setup is a work in progress, but I just want to cover this outlet for now. Let's take you through the practical ones and then I'll take you through the fun ones. I think some of them from Amazon, some of them from Indigo perhaps. So these are the main three that I use and I just wanted them to be very plain. They kind of give like a dark academia aesthetic. When they're with my books and out on the desk, I just think they look so cute. This one I got at Waterstones in England, but I think it's just the Moleskine brand. These are really expensive. And then I think these two I might have gotten on Amazon. I'll link them down below if I did. I honestly cannot remember. I'll tell you my criteria for a journal. Things that are important to me. Line spacing. I don't like when they are way too close together or way too big. Specifically way too big because I can write small, but I don't like when they're just ginormous spaces. Another thing is it has to be a hardcover because I want to be able to write like this or just anywhere if I don't have a surface. I do prefer a spiral so I can fold it over and then just have one side, but this is also pretty good to me. I think all of them have one of those little bookmark things, but that's not super important to me. This one also has a pen holder as well, which I think is kind of cool. I'm also going to show you what pens I like. I love cozy chat videos, so you can grab a cup of tea. I was going to change my shirt and I totally forgot, but we're sticking with it. It's the Kurt Cobain vibe today. Fun fact about me, I actually have a Nirvana tattoo. You can guess where it is. Maybe you've seen it before in video, I'm not sure. This journal here is purely for thoughts while I'm reading books, so this really helps me to put together my ideas when I'm making book videos and just summaries in general. It's also just for me. So for example, this was my page on I Who Have Never Known Men. Notes for She's Come Undone. And what else? The one thing I do find kind of annoying about myself with this is sometimes I start a book and I don't finish it, so then I have to like skip a few pages and then start another summary, and then sometimes I don't finish that one either. Oh my god, I should do a video on how I annotate my books. I love watching videos like that and I have a very cool system, so maybe I'll do that in another video. But this is basically just, yeah, for thoughts while I'm reading, and then it also helps me to kind of summarize what I've read. So sometimes I'll just write, like, I'll have this with me while I'm reading, I'll jot down thoughts, and then sometimes I also use it to kind of summarize themes or plot points or anything like that. It's really anything regarding books goes in here. It is my, like, sacred, every thought, everything I need to get out goes in here. This is more my, like, stream of consciousness, kind of chicken scratch journal. Like, the writing in here, I don't even want to like show you an example page because I have no idea what it's going to say, and it's probably something I don't want to air out on the internet. But yeah, in here is just like scribbles. Like, my writing is terrible in this. It's just for immediate thoughts, but I tend to pick this up more when I'm like going through something and I need to let my thoughts out. I wouldn't say I use it every day, but I do use it kind of when I need to. But I also write down like nice things in here as well. It's not only for venting. Journals are sometimes those things that we pick up when we need them, and I think that's this one for me. This one is really cute. It's actually, why am I sitting like so arched? This is just for my boyfriend and I, so I write down memories, summarize dates, especially because we do long distance and I go to England. I want to make sure I remember a lot of things, so I write down stuff like that. He texts me something really cute and I want to remember it because, like, sometimes we might screenshot something but it just goes away in your camera roll. Like, you're probably never going to find it again. Sometimes I put it in my favorites folder if it's something really cute, but if I want to remember, I sometimes just write it down, like, he said this to me on this day, or like, I'll cover this, but this is like a, what's it called? This is a card from a restaurant we went to together. That's how you say Merry Christmas in Swiss German. Ask him how to say things in Swiss German a lot, especially because Swiss German is different from standard German. So like, even if I want to Google translate something from English to German, it'll still not always be what he would say in Swiss German. Like, the spelling, the pronunciation, all of that can be so different. And there's a few things that I've picked up on. Like, one time we were walking through England and this guy said something and Swiss man was like, I almost just said his name, and Swiss man was like, oh, that guy was from Switzerland. I said, yeah, he just said, where are you? And he was like, yeah, how did you know? But one day, this is like, you know, math and science, my brain's terrible, but languages, English, art, all that kind of stuff is good. He told me one time, someone commented on my YouTube channel this in German, and so I sent it to him and I said, what is this? And he said, they're asking where you are, like, where are you is what it says. So I just remembered that, and then I heard somebody say it in England, just like we were walking through the streets. It was like, I don't know, 2 in the morning, everyone was partying, and if you've ever been to Newcastle, you will know those people party like no tomorrow. So we were in like the hub of the party zone, and there were tons of people, and I just heard someone say that. I was like, oh, that guy just said, where are you? And he was like, wow, that's cool. I just find it so interesting, and obviously he speaks like a specific dialect of it, so it can vary depending where you are in Switzerland. Or like, when we first met, I watched a lot of videos of like people sitting down and comparing their languages, like a German person and a Swiss person, and they would compare words. It was just so interesting to me. As you guys know, I love languages, I love dialects, I think it's so interesting. When I first met Swiss man, I kind of forgot what his accent sounded like, because like I only met him for one night, and then we spent like time apart, so I couldn't fully remember, but I was like, oh, it must be like a German sounding accent, but his accent doesn't sound German to me. What I always say to people is like, I can never predict how his accent's gonna sound. Like I can maybe put on a British accent or an Australian accent because they have certain inflections, but I find like the Swiss accent in English, like I never really am gonna guess how they're gonna pronounce something. It's all for that, just for memories, sweet things, little things taped in there. This is just for Swiss man and I. But just for me, like he can't read this. Reflecting on the relationship and keeping track of cute things. It's not for his eyes. I have 3 of these little mushroom journals. I got these in England as well at Waterstones, and it comes in green, blue, and black. So this is the one I just carry with me everywhere. Like this, because it's so small, it can fit in my little pouch when I'm serving. It can come in my purses. So it's a little like messed up, but for example, I was like planning Instagram captions in here because you guys know I'm trying not to use my phone. All of my different thoughts on like phone usage and how I'm feeling and what I want to share with you guys when I make that video. I've been keeping track of it in here. And then sometimes there'll be like a really random deep reflection, which I won't show, but like I'll just go into a tangent about life and feeling all existential, and then a grocery list. So you can find kind of anything in here. To me, this is almost like an iPhone notes app in real life. That's how I treat this one. And then when I obviously fill up this one, I'll move on to the other colors, and then I'll kind of always get like a little paper one like this. And this moleskin one is a little thicker. I want this one to just go in your jeans pocket. You know, this can come with you anywhere. So my memory card just filled up, and I watched that back. I'm like, why are my eyebrows so uneven? Like they always are, but they looked exceptionally uneven today. Anyways, sisters, not twins. So this is my visual book journal. I've done videos of this on my channel. If you're interested, I will link them down below and up in the eye, where I basically visually represent the books that I have read, and I'll show you my absolute favorite page. I did a whole... Sorry, my screen's upside down, so I can't tell. I did a whole video on making this page. It's just so good, and this is one of my favorite books I read last year, and I just keep quotes of the book. So I have all wisdom ends in paradox. In the end, it wasn't death that surprised her, but the stubbornness of life. As houses passed, they had something to say about families in each one, which meant they have been looking out at us as intensely as we've been looking in. Like, for example, this is a clamshell my dad brought back for me from the cottage, and I just like smashed it and put it in because I thought it went so well with the vibe. And where is it? Just love the way it shimmers in the light. So that's great. Going forward, what I might do is just do the page completely visual and then do quotes on the back of the page, because I did find it kind of hard to fit all the quotes and do all that. Because then I did a page for Bunny by Mona Awad, and I just didn't like how this turned out. It's giving science fair, it's giving... I don't know, I just don't like it. So then I started thinking, like, I think I should save the quotes for like the back of the page and put them here versus trying to work them into the piece of art, unless like one of them works really well. Like I think this all wisdom ends in paradox. I think this all wisdom ends in paradox one works well, but it doesn't mean I had to have all of them. Although I do really love this page, like so much. So I don't know, maybe it just depends on the book. Like, I want to do a page for Crime and Punishment, but there's going to be so many more quotes than I can fit. So, yeah, and then I just decorated the front of this in stickers. They're all very Meg-like stickers, I think. So I don't use this one very much. As you can see, I've only done 2 pages, but I want to do more. And that is what this is for. This is if, like, I want to do something visual, because I know a lot of people like doing visual stuff with their journals or their planners, and I'm just, like, not that kind of person. My planner is, I would show you it, but I don't want to accidentally reveal something about my life. So my planner is just like a disaster. It's visual, but I've tried doing digital planners and I just can't. Like, I don't know, something about me needs it, like, tangible in front of me, visually laid out. Even though a digital planner is very visual, it's just, I don't know, I need, like, tangible items. So that's that. I guess I do technically also have my planner, but that's not really a journaling ecosystem, I guess. So that is what I use it for. I didn't really realize journaling ecosystems were things, just kind of how I've chosen to break it down. And to me, this is very simple. I just think, like, for me personally, it has to be simple or I won't do it. If I start getting into, like, crazy journaling tactics and prompts and forcing myself to do it every day, I just don't think I will keep up with it. So these are just things that I write in when I feel like it, and I think they each serve their purpose. Gosh, I just finished this video and realized I didn't show you my stationery. What's wrong with me? So there's this one kind of pen I like. I will put a picture of it. I like those, but I used those for like a year probably, and I still enjoy them. However, my new favorite pen is this one here. I'll link everything mentioned down below. But with this, I was in the UK. Surprise, surprise, every story is me in the UK. I went to go get a new suitcase because mine broke. And in the store, as I'm checking out, this guy was like, the cashier said, oh, we're also selling these pens. They're normally like £8. We're selling them for $4 or something like that. Or £2. So do you want to, you know, get one? So I tested out on the little paper. I'm like, I'm sold. I easily fall for those kind of ploys when it comes to stationery. So took it home, never stopped using it. But then I ordered these, like, I think he said this was like, I think he might have said it was normally like £4, so like $8 for me. Whereas I just got a pack of these for like $13. I think I definitely got ripped off. But either way, that moment made me discover my new favorite pen. So I use this for studying, I use this for journaling, I use this for annotating. Definitely my absolute new favorite. And the other ones I still like. The only thing I will say about these is they're a bit like thicker on the page, so I find that other pens can be better for annotating because they don't bleed through the page as much. But those are my 2 favorite pens that I normally work with. Thank you for watching this cozy little video, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm gonna probably go read The Count of Monte Cristo or an existentialist novel right now, and I can't wait to talk to you more about them. Bye! Yes, and good YouTuber habit, please subscribe for all things books, music, vlogs, cozy lifestyle stuff. I make a little bit of everything because I have a lot of passions. Okay, I love you. Bye! Thank you for being here.